Good evening, and welcome to tonight's episode of What Would You Do? A classroom full of students, 3 teachers with differing political perspectives, and 1 religious debate. How will these 3 teachers handle this religious incident in class? Keep watching to find out.
Okay, class, now we're going to celebrate Regina's birthday. Joe.
Can I leave? It's against my religion to celebrate that.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and take your stuff out, dear. You can be working on homework. All right, let me get these out for you. All right, Joe, you can come on back in.
Mrs. Lauer, can I have a cupcake?
Now, Joe, you asked me to be removed from the classroom. Now, I'm going to say no, but I want to explain that I'm only doing this because I'm being respectful to you and your decision to leave and your religion, okay? Yes.
Miss Lauer, why can't you have a cupcake?
So, he had asked me to be removed from the classroom because of his religion. He has a specific religion.
So, Ms. Lauer, why did you handle the situation the way that you did?
Well, I felt like it was appropriate in that Joe asked to be removed from the classroom, so I was honoring that, which I think is good. And then when he came back in the classroom and asked for the cupcake, I will be honest, I wasn't very sure how to approach it. However, I think in respect for his religion, his parents, and himself, since he asked to be removed, I think it was appropriate to explain to him why I did what I did and say no.
So after he asked for the cupcake and you said no, you started to talk to your class about Joe's religious beliefs and why he does not celebrate birthdays. Why do you think that's important?
I think it's important because sadly within our classrooms today, in teacher meetings and whatnot we've talked about, there is an ignorance within our students and harassment sadly has happened. And I think it's important that we talk about these things and accept this diversity. And hopefully, as we open up the students' eyes to this, it can change and we can have better policy in later on. So hopefully opening up the eyes can really stop this harassment and get an understanding and buckle down on this ignorance that we have.
Hi class! So today is Regina's birthday, so to celebrate, she's brought in cupcakes for us to enjoy and share. So it'll be lots of fun. Who's excited? Woo!
Regina?
Yes, Joe.
Can I leave? It's against my religion to celebrate birthdays.
Yeah, you can go outside and sit. You're welcome. Hey Joe, you can come on back in. Yes, Joe.
Can I have a cupcake?
No, I'm sorry, you cannot have a cupcake. You didn't participate in our celebration, so we can't have you eating the cupcake because that's a part of the celebration. So, yes.
But why can't he have a cupcake?
There are certain rules and regulations that I, as a teacher, have to follow, and if he wasn't going to sit in the classroom and be a part of the celebration, then we just can't have him partaking in aspects of the celebration. So, but maybe next time, if he feels like it's appropriate, then we can proceed from there.
So, Ms. Anderson, why did you decide to handle the situation the way that you did?
So I felt like Joe asked to step out of the classroom, so because it violates his religious beliefs, and therefore he should not be allowed to participate in certain aspects of the celebration, especially even though eating the cupcake might not be a celebration only festivity. It's still something that's a part of our celebration, and I don't want to be the one who helps him break off of his religious beliefs. That is not my place as the educator in my classroom.
So, why did you not address the religion issue with your classroom?
So I felt like it wasn't my place to address the religion aspect in the classroom. If Joe felt comfortable talking about it, obviously he would, but also with kids their age, it's just not my place to be telling them, and I don't quite feel like in a classroom talking about religion is appropriate, especially because of the divide between church and state.
Awesome.
Okay, everyone. We are going to celebrate Regina's birthday today.
Yeah! Yes!
We have cupcakes and other desserts and things like that.
Yes.
We can have a little party. Yes.
Okay, can I actually leave the class? It's against my religion to like celebrate that.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Joe, you can come back in now. Yes, Joe.
Can I have a cupcake?
Yeah. Here you go. There's one left over. Okay. Yes.
How is he allowed to have a cupcake if he wasn't part of the celebration?
So the school has a zero tolerance policy, I guess. So my hands are kind of tied. So we worked on an agreement with his parents where he doesn't participate in the parties, but he can have anything that's left over, like food-wise and things like that. So, okay, we're gonna get back to our lesson now.
So, Miss Smith, why did you handle the situation the way that you did?
So Joe's parents and I have previously worked out an agreement. So if parties and things like that that go against his personal religion and beliefs happen in the classroom, we have a place for him to go and be during the party. Then afterwards, I decided to give him the cupcake because I felt that he could have the leftovers. It was something his parents had agreed to and we had settled on.
So, why did you not talk about Joe's religious beliefs in class when the student asked why he could have the cupcake?
So Joe's personal beliefs are his beliefs, and I think it can be a very teachable moment, but I didn't feel today it was appropriate for that. So the school policies and legislations and things like that are zero tolerance, so I always try to keep kids from bullying each other and things like that. It's really bigger than me, and it's bigger than Joe and just my classroom. So there's separation of church and state in the school. So to help his personal beliefs, I excuse him from the party. But in my classroom, if he can eat the food and eating food isn't against his personal beliefs, there's no reason why he couldn't have the cupcake. And because of separation of church and state, I really can't talk about his beliefs and things like that. My hands are really tied. Like I said, this is an issue that's bigger than me and it's bigger than Joe, and it's something that collectively as a society we have to work to change. It's not something that I can change, but little acts like giving him a cupcake make him feel included and make him welcome in a classroom.
So, what would you do to change the policies that your school has in place?
I would work with my other teachers and administrators in the school, as well as other school districts around, to try and change the policy. It's talking about our differences and things like that, and moving away from a policy of isolation and quietness and moving towards one of inclusion and open discussions. That's how students learn, and that's how we create inclusive environments in classrooms.
Can you match these teachers to their respective political stances? Which of these teachers do you think handled this case most closely to the case study that we were given? If your answer was Miss Anderson, you would be correct. In the real case study, the teacher refused to give the student the cupcake because she refused to help him violate one of his religious tenets. So this leaves us with the question: if you were in this situation, what would you do?
He has a specific religion, and it's called, what is that? Is it Jehovah? Jehovah? Is it?
Get my religion right.
Change the policy. I'm important. Okay.